you ever wondered if there are creatures older than humanity itself? Well, what you're about to discover will leave you speechless. Today, I'll unveil the untold story of Titanus Shimo, a titan whose existence was hidden for centuries, and whose footprints could forever change our understanding of the world. Thousands of years ago, in the snowy mountains of Asia, a legend emerged about a colossal beast, a titan as ancient as the very land it walked upon. Its name was Shimo, said to be the guardian of the glaciers, the protector of the frozen wilderness. But why haven't we heard about him until now? The answer is more chilling than you might think. What you're about to uncover will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about these monsters. The most fascinating thing about Shimo is his relationship with other titans in the Godzilla universe. According to ancient tales, Shimo was once an ally of Godzilla ages ago, helping him maintain the balance of the world. However, a catastrophic event buried him in ice, trapping him for millennia. But the clues are there, just waiting to be uncovered. The mystery of Shimo started long before his official appearance. For ages, legends have spoken of an ice titan hidden in the coldest parts of the world. Some believe his awakening could trigger a global disaster, while others think he might be our last hope against even greater threats. Imagine for a moment, you're on an expedition in the Arctic, the most unforgiving place on Earth. Suddenly, the ground starts shaking, and through the blizzard, a creature of unimaginable size appears. Its mere presence freezes the air around it, and the heat from the nearby volcano vanishes instantly. This isn't just a natural phenomenon, it's Titanus Shimo, a being whose very existence can upset the balance of the planet. But what happens next is even more shocking. Shimo isn't just known for its colossal size, but for a unique ability. It can permanently change the climate. This goes way beyond a simple snowstorm. Shimo has the power to plunge the world into a new ice age. Can you imagine what that would mean? A world where extreme cold reigns, where humans could barely survive. Life as we know it would be changed forever. Let me tell you a shocking story that will change everything. Not long ago, a group of explorers ventured into an ice cave in Antarctica, an area completely unexplored. The expedition team, in search of ancient relics, stumbled upon something they never could have imagined. Deep within the cave, they found cave paintings, depicting a gigantic creature facing off against other titans. At first, they thought it was just an ancient myth carved in stone. But when they noticed the precision of the details and the strange symbols accompanying the drawing, they knew they weren't looking at a simple legend. The creature depicted on those frozen walls had glowing crystals on its back and an immense wingspan. What they didn't realize at first was that they were looking at the first known representation of Titanus Shimo. But this was only the beginning. Soon, they noticed that the cave itself seemed infused with a strange energy, a kind of unnatural cold that didn't seem to come from the environment, but from something much deeper. The most unsettling part? The explorers noticed a shift in the region's climate immediately after their discovery. The already freezing temperatures dropped even further, reaching dangerous levels. Scientists studying the area theorized that Shimo somehow has the ability to alter weather conditions, and this power may be reawakening. But here's where things get even more puzzling. Shimo isn't just a destructive force. It's said that this titan has been under the control of Scar King, a colossal ape who uses him as a weapon for his own purposes. How is it possible for such a powerful creature to be enslaved? Experts believe that a mysterious crystal in Shimo's tail is the key to his captivity. But what would happen if that crystal were destroyed? Would Shimo turn against his captor? And this is where the story takes an unexpected twist. Though Titanus Shimo is a creature of destruction, its bond with Scar King may be weaker than it seems. Some believe Shimo could be freed, and if that happens, we'd be facing a force that no other titan could control. What do you think would happen then? Would a titan like Shimo become an even greater threat? Or could he somehow be our salvation? Don't overthink it, because Shimo's impact goes far beyond the MonsterVerse. His ability to alter the climate could have devastating consequences for humanity. Studies have shown that if a new ice age were to happen, many of the world's habitable regions would become unlivable within months. And you know what's even worse? We wouldn't be prepared to face it. But wait, there's still more to uncover. Because while Shimo seems unstoppable, there are some people who believe his power could be harnessed. The discovery in Antarctica didn't just spark theories about Shimo's origin. It also revealed details that scientists had never considered. Some of the inscriptions in the cave showed unknown patterns and symbols that, upon analysis, pointed to a connection with catastrophic climate events that happened millennia ago. Researchers began to suspect that Titanus Shimo wasn't just responsible for a random natural phenomenon. he might have been the cause of an ancient ice age. But here's the most alarming question. If Shimo was able to trigger an ice age in the past, what's stopping him from doing it again? Some experts believe this creature has been dormant for centuries, hibernating deep within the coldest regions of the planet, waiting for the right moment to awaken. And now, with the current shifts in climate, it's possible the world is about to witness his return. Can you imagine what that would mean? A creature with the power to destabilize the entire global ecosystem. The mere thought of such a being existing is terrifying. But what comes next is even more disturbing. The explorers who discovered the cave paintings noticed something else. According to the records they left behind before hastily leaving the area, a strange energy seemed to emanate from the ground near where they found the inscriptions. Some described feeling a cold that pierced to the bone, far beyond what they should have experienced even in the extreme conditions of Antarctica. They believed this energy came directly from Shimo, but that's not the most incredible part. After analyzing the soil samples the expedition team managed to bring back, scientists discovered traces of an unknown crystalline substance, similar in composition to the crystals that cover Shimo's back. These crystals aren't just a physical characteristic of this Titan. They may have unique properties, such as the ability to absorb and emit energy at extremely low temperatures. This suggests that the crystals could be the source of Shimo's destructive power, and one of the reasons why this Titan is so dangerous. But how is it possible for a creature with such abilities to be controlled by Scar King? Some scholars believe that the giant ape, who has also displayed superior intelligence compared to other titans, found a way to manipulate the crystals in Shimo's tail to control his will. However, this control isn't absolute, and there are signs that Shimo could break free at any moment. What would happen if that occurred? Well, what I'm about to share now is one of the most unsettling theories. Some researchers believe that if Shimo's crystals were destroyed or altered, the creature could become even more dangerous. Without Scar King's control, Shimo might unleash unprecedented fury, resulting in total chaos not just for the other titans, but for all of humanity. Imagine this: a titan of colossal proportions, unchecked, moving across the world and freezing everything in its path. Cities would crumble, agriculture would collapse, and temperatures across the planet would plummet to levels incompatible with human life. We're talking about an extinction scenario. And this is where Shimo's story takes an unexpected turn. Because while this creature appears to be an unstoppable force of destruction, some believe it could hold the key to saving the world. Some scientists speculate that the crystals in its body not only have the ability to generate extreme cold, but could also stabilize the climate if controlled in the right way. This raises an intriguing question. Is it possible that instead of being a threat, Shimo could be the solution to the climate problems we face today? This is something still waiting to be uncovered, but the possibility is real. After all, if a creature as powerful as Shimo can manipulate the climate of an entire region, who says we couldn't learn to harness that ability to reverse the effects of climate change? Of course, that would mean finding a way to control this Titan, something that only Scar King has managed to do so far. But the big question remains: how could we control something so immense and destructive? This is where scientific advancements come into play that could change everything. Some theories suggest that the key to controlling Shimo might lie within the crystals themselves, but that would require technology we haven't developed yet. However, research is ongoing, and we might be closer to uncovering the secrets of this Titan than we think. Let me ask you something. If you had the power to control a creature like Titanus Shimo, would you do it? Would you be able to use its power for the good of humanity? Or would the risk of catastrophe be too great? The truth is, with each new discovery about Shimo, we come closer to a more unsettling reality. This creature is both a threat and an opportunity. It's up to us to decide how we confront its immense power. Because at the end of the day, what we choose to do today could determine whether we survive the next ice age or not. The tension between Titanus Shimo and Scar King finally erupts when the control the latter had over the Ice Titan begins to crumble. The crystal that kept Shimo under his dominion weakens, allowing the massive creature to regain its will and unleash its true power. The battle begins in a frozen, desolate landscape with both titans displaying their full strength. Scar King charges in, using his agility and brute force, but Shimo is not an easy adversary. As the fight progresses, the extreme cold surrounding Shimo freezes the ground beneath Scar King's feet, hindering his movements. The crystals covering Shimo's body glow intensely as he unleashes his frostbite blast, an attack so devastating that it freezes everything in its path. Scar King, however, doesn't give up easily. His cunning and skill make him a formidable opponent, and with each blow, he attempts to subdue Shimo once more. But now, without the advantage of control, the colossal ape faces the true fury of a liberated Titan. Shimo's strikes shake the ground, and each attack with his colossal arms and crystal-laden tail creates a spectacle of destruction. The battle intensifies, with both Titans fighting for supremacy. Scar King, exhausted but determined, uses his surroundings in an attempt to gain an advantage, while Shimo, unstoppable, continues his offensive. The conflict between them will not only determine who is the most powerful, but also the fate of all the Titans that follow. Despite his immense power and ferocity, Titanus Shimo succumbs to Scar King's cunning and determination. In a last-ditch effort to break free, he unleashes a devastating frostbite blast. But the colossal ape, anticipating his move, uses his own strength to deflect the attack and deliver a fatal blow. With Shimo's defeat, his energy erupts, plunging the world into overwhelming cold. A new ice age begins, transforming landscapes, freezing oceans, and bringing humanity to the brink of extinction. While the echoes of the battle resonate in the hearts of those still waiting for the return of the titanic creature, we can only pray that it doesn't happen again. Would you be prepared? But beyond all the theories, one thing is clear. Titanus Shimo represents a force that the world hasn't seen in centuries. His awakening could mean the end of humanity as we know it, or, surprisingly, be the key to saving us from our own fate. The lingering question is, will we be able to understand and control his power before it's too late? This Titan isn't waiting, and every second counts. The reality is that we are on the brink of something monumental, something that could change the course of history. And now it's your turn to make a decision. Will you stand by and watch this story unfold from the shadows, or will you take action before Shimo awakens and freezes the world? If you want to uncover more hidden secrets and be prepared for what's to come, make sure to follow the channel. Because if you don't, you might not be lucky enough to survive when Shimo awakens and devours everything in his path, starting with those who don't follow this channel.